You've driven by here a million times on I-44. This is St. James Winery. Maybe you've stopped, maybe you haven't. But if you haven't been here in a while, you need to check it out. This is a winery. This is a brewery, soon to be a distillery. And did you have any idea that this is the third largest winery east of the Rockies? Who knew? Hi, Peter. How are you?
Good, good.
I have been to this place many, many times, and I know that the campus has gotten a lot bigger since I was here before. How big of an operation is this now?
Gosh, I don't know. I mean, I don't know how to measure it. We do about 250,000 cases that we sell, and we've got about 185 people that work for us.
You're situated right along I-44, and that is not an accident. That is by design, correct?
Yeah, my mom and dad, at the time when they started the winery, there were less than 300 in the country, and they were afraid if they didn't put it next to the highway, we would go bankrupt. So here it is, right next to the highway where all the travelers can see it.
I want to see everything you've got here, so can we
Wonderful.
go over to the garden? I want to see the garden.
You got it. Let's
Okay,
do it.
let's do it.
Okay. So on the way to the gardens, I wanted to show you some of our tanks and stuff. So
Whoa.
yeah.
Are you kidding me? Look at these things.
Yeah, they're it's Mueller. They're from Springfield.
Okay.
Yeah, and each one of those holds about 10,000 cases of wine.
10,000 cases in each one of
Yeah.
these. These are massive, and they're all full.
Yeah.
This is where the
Yeah.
magic happens.
Well, it's part of it. We call this our West Wing, and then we've got about 650,000 gallons of capacity here, so it'll go towards the brewery from here.
Talk about the wines that you do here, the grapes that you grow on the vineyards that are near here.
We've got about 185 acres on 5 different vineyards within 3 miles. And we have a pretty big experimental vineyard, and we grow about 15 different types for the winery. And then the experimental vineyard has anywhere between a dozen to 2 dozen different types that we grow just to see what will make good wine.
So Peter, what is going on over here with the ice around the bottom of the tank? I assume it's supposed to be there. It's just not something I'm used to seeing.
Yes.
That's a lot of ice.
Well, part of the winemaking process is the very end when they start to finish. It's about making the wines cold stable. So if you've ever had a bottle of wine that has a little gunk in the bottom of it, you know, that's because tartrates have come out of solution. And so you want that to happen in the tank and not in your refrigerator.
Okay.
So we'll drop the temperature of the wine below what it would be in your refrigerator and have all those tartrates precipitate out in the tank, and then filter and then bottle after the blending's been done.
This is way more than just a garden, Peter. Is this the backyard you always wanted?
It is. We look at it like the community's backyard and the
Yeah.
people who like wine and beer, and it's a place to enjoy life.
Absolutely, it's the community's backyard. I mean, you've got seating back here for who knows how many, the biggest fire pit I think I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And you actually do movies and events and stuff back here.
That's right. Yeah, we'll get a lot of people here that want to play games because we have the bocce ball courts or
Love
the
it.
checkers or
Yeah.
chess, and all that happens here with the families coming in. When they'll either go to the winery first or the brewery, and then they'll kind of meet here. And we've got that farm to table operation going here on the restaurant side. So wine and food and beer and games and sharing. And a lot of people will bring their pets in here too. It's very dog and family friendly in these gardens.
So Peter, what are we going to taste today?
Well, we finally made it. So we're going to try some of our Save-All.
These are the Winemaker series. I love it.
Yes, and you can only get these at our retail locations. So these are very special small lot wines made from our best grapes. So this is some of our Save-All. And it's got a very special place in our history. During the 90s, my family was lucky enough to have this vineyard, which Bon Appetit recognized one of our Save-Alls as one of the top 50 wines in the world. And so this is from that vineyard.
Incredible. So
Yeah.
this is one of the ones that has been kind of a mainstay for you all.
Yeah, it's been very good, and it's kind of unique among Missouri wineries too. There's
People
not
love
that
it.
much that's grown in the state anymore.
I can see why.
It's wonderful.
One of your favorites?
Yeah.
Oh, that's very nice. Tell me about the Friendship School wines, because part of the proceeds of that goes to a really neat cause.
Yes, our Friendship School is a small one-room schoolhouse that's around our vineyards that the local Italians send their kids to get educated. And it's kind of aspirational for us at St. James. So it really denotes trying to make the world better than you found it. And so our Friendship School wines, a part of that proceeds goes to our foundation, the Friendship School Foundation, for sustainability. So it supports all the sustainability efforts we do and the upkeep of the one-room schoolhouse.
And good job. Where do people learn about St. James Winery if they want to visit? You're open 7 days a week. You're hard to miss along 44, but where do they learn more?
Well, the website's always the best way these days to find information. So stjameswinery.com.
Yep.
You can find out all about us and then also the brewery.
Yeah, there's a lot to do here. You won't miss it. Like we said earlier, it's a campus. Getting back to the school theme, it's a campus. Anyway, it's a beautiful place. Watch for changes because this is always growing. Peter, thank you. Cheers.
Cheers.
Delicious.